and while we on music shit, I think Nas had something to do with Puffy convincing Khalees that she's just a one hit wonder. I think this is Nas still pulling shit over her because why the fuck is she in these goddamn Uber Eats commercials?
I think Khalees is one hit.
Yeah, they
Motherfucker
got they
convinced her
got
that she was a
Khalees.
one hit wonder.
Yeah, they got her in the
Nah,
one hit wonder commercials.
Khalees got at least 2 hits, like two hits.
She
All
got
right, well, two hits.
yeah,
I
but
don't
they
think that she needed much convincing that she didn't have very many hits. Was the crux of my statement.
mm,
Oh no, she needs convincing that she is not the artist. This bitch thinks she is musically superior to Beyonce, fam.
but she's actively in commercials about her only having one hit.
Hey, the bitch could sell Arby's, but she couldn't sell the interpolation rights to Beyonce.
It's why that they I feel like Nas had something to do with this. I
Hey,
feel like I feel like Nas still got his foot down.
hey, look. I'm never doubting Nas ever. Why would you? Like, I've counted Nas out so many times, only for him to just come back and kill it.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of those countouts were deserved.
Hey,
Like,
look.
let's be honest, he deserved to be counted out after the fucking Braveheart shit.
Hey, look. Yeah. But I think we
Hey,
was being.
hey,
I think he
hey,
was. I think we was being disrespectful. We was calling this nigga bro. We was saying all kinds of shit and then bevel.
hey! That Braveheart album was alright.
Existed. Nah, but was it I because of Nas?
Was Silk the Shocker album a fucking top 10 of all time album because of Silk the Shocker?
No, not at all.
Okay, so that don't matter.
Nah, it matters. It matters because this nigga brought this crew out and just to constantly get slapped around on all the songs.
Hey, we all know Horse was the Hoss was the
Horse,
breakout member.
the bodyguard. You can't get out rapped by your bodyguard on your own song. Okay, Jay Z, you got one.
Like this nigga brought out Bravehearts and was completely horrible on all the songs that I remember him being on.
That's just him being a real one.
He ain't want to outshine his bodyguard.
But he also did an album that was equally horrible, a solo album by itself.
Hey, look, because one time you gonna think it was a fluke. I had to let you know. I had to make you think I fell off. He committed to the act.
He built it,
He built it. He built it. He
but
built
I,
it.
Hey,
but I
hey,
also seen Belly and know that he's not that good of an actor. So
I got a confession. I got a confession.
I believe he went to
don't tell me you
Africa.
feeling like this Nostradamus
I believe
album.
he took. I believe he took T-Boz to Africa.
I never really liked Nas or Fabulous. Those was two niggas I never really listened to.
Mm.
Like the hype I never saw. Matter of fact, it's a third motherfucker. Los, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, King Los.
King Los. Them three motherfuckers I never really saw the hype about them.
Nas, I listened to. Shit, who was the second one you said?
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Fabulous had horrible fucking albums, but his mixtape shit was always good.
Mixtapes was always better than albums.
It was the fact that he was monotone that bothered me, nigga. Say it like you mean
And
it.
and also he was the great value Mace. I think that
Speak,
tainted him for a long time.
speaking of fucking Mace, that fucking what I say or whatever that fucking podcast disturbs the fuck
It
out of
is
me.
what it is.
It is what it is. That disturbs the fuck out of me. Like I'm all for niggas getting over beef. But y'all said some shit that I know is still boiling in both of y'all head, and this is a money play, and y'all feel unnatural. Pause. Y'all
Hold on,
feel unnatural.
hold on, hold on,
Cameron
hold on, hold
literally
on.
feels like he reading everything,
Oh,
reading
it's
everything.
hold on, hold on, hold on. So it's a Mason Cameron
Sports
podcast.
It's
podcast.
imagine First Take, but with
Wow.
Mason Cameron and a different
Nah,
Molly Harum every time you see it.
nah,
And
nah. I did
Cameron,
not
hold
know that
on.
this exists.
hold on, and not
It's
only that,
it's as horrible as you would think.
but imagine Cameron after all the shit he said, trying to give Mace almost big brother status, almost like I ain't
Mm,
gonna say homage, but you can feel the reverence pause or
It's
the
it
display of reverence, a fake display
it's
of reverence.
it's like
It's like a motherfucker that you did talk fresh talk like no boy fresh talk shit about uh, homie on his side, and then just popped up with the nigga. Like what the
it's like it's like it's like
fuck?
it's like when Ric Flair and Sting was beefing.
yeah, I didn't
And
watch
then
WCW.
and then all of a sudden, wait, this motherfucker's in the Four Horsemen now?
It's like when Randy Savage and Hogan was fucking beefing, and you know he fucked Miss Elizabeth. You know he
Mm,
fucked Miss
okay,
Elizabeth.
yeah,
Hey, look, you
yeah,
know
because
he fucked Mr. Love.
Hogan definitely.
That's why she came out to the ring that time. She
Hmm.
was tired of it.
That's why that nigga ran off and left Macho Man to get his ass whooped and lose the goddamn tag team titles.
Exactly. And Macho
Hmm.
Man, and say they just did a podcast after that. You like, man, I know that shit ain't squash. Y'all like squashing it for the bread, but you can feel the underlying tension. Everything feels staged. It's supposed to feel off the cuff, but none of the shit feels off the cuff. Mace feels spaced out 90% of the time. And Cameron, and this is what I will say, Cameron over the years has become very media trained,
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
his fucking, I ain't gonna say his acting ability, but his ability to act has grown substantially.
Hey, look, same thing.
No, not the same thing.
His ability to
he,
act, his acting ability. The motherfucker's pretending like a motherfucker.
yeah,
He
he,
is the definition of a sellout. I don't know what else to tell you.
no, but that even goes further to why this shit plays so awkward in my head. Because if it was a script, I feel like Cameron would be crushing it. I feel like if it was a script, I would sense none of this.
Fam, it just makes me think that their entire life has been WWF.
That no, this awkwardness makes me feel like that shit wasn't WWF. Just imagine if me and you got into it. Like no matter how lifelong friends, if we ever got to the nitty gritty and divulged the real shit, things will never be the same.
Fam, we're
We
not
might
doing
try
a
to
sport.
do
We're
this for.
not doing a sports talk show together.
That's what I'm
No,
saying. We might then try to come back together and do a sports talk show 10 years later. That shit will not be the same. Nigga, you told my wife I did what to my son on his third birthday? Like, no, it's some shit that just no coming back from. And no matter
Hmm.
how much we sit and try to pretend cordial, the real can relate.
hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I think Mace is really was really Murder Mace though.
That's the shit that I feel most of all that Mace was a street nigga like they everybody say he was because he feels retarded in this. Like he feels almost retarded. Like, can we
It
use the
feels
R word?
retarded that anybody would still fuck with this dude.
Who Mace?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who else is gonna turn around and be a preacher and a rapper, then a preacher, then a rapper, then
then a
a
Kappa?
college,
Preacher.
and then I don't know what the fuck he did in the interim. Like he sold cloths or some shit, and
Oh, the
then
nigga,
back to
the nigga
rapper.
did, the nigga did plays.
All the many wildly un like these non-harmonious careers that he's had. Like they don't match. Like these shits are not complementary, fam.
Didn't,
And then
didn't
he
I,
waffles back and forth so much. If you wasn't a killer, if people didn't think you was the real life Debo, they would not let you like get away with this shit. Like
He's
it's
just
one
yeah.
thing for you to want to do it, but for him to dip in and out and be embraced by motherfuckers when he dips back in or dips out, like
No,
hey,
for them
that's
to talk
that's
the amount of
that's
shit
that's
they talk when you dip out and then embrace you when you dip back in.
Hey, but that's because Mace was the one that we wanted to make it. Like when Mace came on, he was like fucking Dewan Wagner. Like he came on, we rooted for him. The,
We
ni- the
didn't
nigga
root
the
for
nigga
Mace.
the,
We didn't
the
even know that
nigga could
motherfucker was
rap
standing
his
next to
ass
Puffy
off.
until three verses in.
The nigga when the nigga dropped the goddamn the 112 verse, motherfucker like, hey, this nigga is cold as shit. And then he dropped the more money, more problems verse. Like, yo, this nigga can rap. We want, and then he dropped Harlem World, like, oh, this nigga got it. So every time he came back, we was like, all right, he could come back as long as he bring us another Harlem World, another niggas done started something verse.
Hey, look,
But
hey, look,
he never came back
hey,
with
look,
that.
hey, look,
He held out hope.
hey, look. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I was probably the only person on Earth, definitely in Chicago, 100% in DeKalb. No equivocation. It was just me that bought that motherfucker from that store. Uh, Harlem World, not Harlem World. Double Up,
I'll double up. I gave double up a shot.
Double Up.
Even though he had no fucking singles. He
If I felt energetic enough, I would walk over there to this those 8 feet and grab the Double Up CD.
I remember I memorized the goddamn freestyle that nigga had on Funk Master Flex 60 Minutes of Funk Volume 2. That nigga over that goddamn Wu-Tang beat, that verse was the coldest shit ever. All I hear is bad boy this, bad boy that.
Mace
Th-
could rap.
Ma-
Mace was
we
cold.
we wanted Mace to come back and give us that Mace. So
Yeah, but
we always held the door open, hoping, wish upon wish, hope upon hope.
nobody could yo-yo. Nobody could yo-yo this shit the way that he's done and be accepted. It's crazy that he is just embraced every facet. You know him, Cam, and Jada Kiss got a song out now. They got some new shit.
Oh
And this
shit.
shit is horrible.
Horrible.
Well, actually,
No, it's horrible. Don't no,
all
don't.
right, all right, it's horrible. But Kiss is Kiss. Kiss,
Oh,
Kiss
Kiss
nigga.
is Kiss. It's a horrible
is
Kiss verse though.
no, it isn't. It's a horrible placement for a Kiss verse.
They gave
Cause
Mace. They gave Mace the third, and that motherfucker got like 24 bars, and it was all
mm,
unnecessary.
all unnecessary. All
mm.
unnecessary to the point of I forgot that Mace had rapped that long. I think I fell asleep during this verse.
It's
Cause
you
it
know
no,
because
cause now instead of like when I do my entertainment time, instead of fucking putting on a movie or something, unless like it's mass clamor about it, I just put on like maybe 15 10-minute YouTube videos. I feel like it's gonna train me to be stupid over time, but
Hey. Not for nothing. I ain't gonna hold you real quick. My YouTube Nyquil is these motherfuckers explaining these comic books for 3 hours on end.
oh, you listen to Comic Story? What you do the
no,
full story?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
he'll do Secret Wars, and then he'll
Hold
just
on,
explain
hold
Secret
on,
Oh,
Wars.
nigga,
hold
nigga,
on,
that nigga, that's my riding music. That's my
hold
riding
on,
soundtrack.
hold on,
I go to sleep to that shit. I don't know what the fuck they be talking
nigga.
about, but they voices just drowns on out.
No,
It'll put you
no,
down.
no, no, hell no. Cause look, I don't choose that shit on purpose. That just be when after I don't hit stop. Eventually it gets to one of them 3 hour comics explained.
Uh huh.
So do you two motherfuckers pick that shit purposefully
I do.
or is it just suggested? Did you
I
find it?
I pick it when I can't go to sleep and I don't want to come
How did you
downstairs
get
to.
on it? Was it just initially
Oh,
suggested
I
along your
accidentally.
fucking
It popped up on some random shit one day, and it was
yeah.
just. But when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, this
see
ain't bad."
see they
Because
force feed
I
us.
was watching. I be watching this channel. This dude. Variant Comics.
I
Hmm.
don't watch none of that shit.
I watch that channel a lot. But he just talks about like movies. He talks about comics. He talks about origin stories and shit like that. So like, if it's a movie coming out where it's a villain that's a little bit more obscure or a hero that's a little bit more obscure or whatever the character they're introducing, he'll
Man,
do a history of that character on his channel,
man,
and
look.
he'll talk about all the shit surrounding it. And so
here
I'll
are
watch
my
this shit.
here are my subscriptions: the SOS podcast, Joe Budden TV, Cinema Sins, Comedy Hype, King of DIY, Viral Hip Hop, The Birdman, which is a motherfucker that just roasts Cinema Sins. That's all he
Yeah.
does.
Uh,
Pro Home Cooks, Nighthawks, Because Science, The Modern Rogue, Alex Steele, which is a motherfucking nigga who works with Steel, Kyle Hill. All my shit ain't none of my shit fucking comics. All my shit is geek shit. There's no reason I should be getting the fucking 4 hour as comics explained.
Hey, look, I don't know what to tell you. You getting it because you
It's
getting it.
applied by the man, is what I'm trying to tell you. They suggest what they want you to see.
I
hey,
mean,
well, shout
probably.
out
I
to
ain't,
them
I ain't,
because
I ain't even gonna like that.
I'm glad they put me on to that shit. Cause yeah, I definitely subscribe.
Hey, like I say, that shit is better than fire crackling on the YouTube to put you down. You need to get put down.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah, definitely pause that shit.